Welcome to the instructional video for the 2016 Burstner Elegance I745. Moving around from the drivers, we've got the habitation door with the Hartel premium door, slightly wider than normal. Entrance locker, so the key will operate all the lockers. We'll give you access into the underfloor area. Above that we have the toilet cassette. So again, using the one key provided for all the lockers, you can open it up, lift up the handle, slide it out using the orange button and releasing the grey cap. That will allow you to empty it, and then make sure it just seats itself just back in there. Close it up and lock just like that. Central locking works the rear garage doors, and in here you will find your winding handle for the front screen, for the electric screen at the front. You will also find in here your rear steadies, winding handle, and the external shower point, which was an option on here. Here is the bar that then locates just here to move the bed up and down, as we have a elevating bed on this particular model. Plenty of storage, and once the power's on, we've also got a light switch that just turns on and off there. Just in here you will see that we have got the Fiat kit, towing eye, jack, brace in there, and a bit of storage that's accessible, but a large garage space area. Towards the back of the vehicle we've got the reverse camera mounted high up, which links to the double din screen on the front of the vehicle. Through into this side we have your gas locker area. This particular unit's been fitted with a refillable gas system, and we have managed to put the filler port for this just low down in the locker. You will need the larger adapter to use the adapters for the markets, which comes as part of the kit, but that's how you fill up your gas flow system, just there. Forward of that we have got the external shower point and the mains plug-in point, just located just there. In front of that we have got a service locker area. So to fill up the fresh water, you use the little black plastic section supplied to the vehicle, put your hose pipe in and fill up the water. There is a drain valve which I'll come to inside. Please don't forget to use this, as otherwise when it is full it will overflow into the vehicle. That allows it to overflow out of the vehicle, but it is a transparent tank, so again you can see there's a little bit of water in there. The batteries are located side by side just here, and there is two. We have some drain down points, so when you're draining down the vehicle of water, make sure that they're in the horizontal position, the vertical position, not the horizontal as we are now. So currently set up, it's showing you the usable position. Just simply flick them up and they'll be vertical, and it will drop water out of them two areas there. In here you'll see that it says mains power, and behind here is where you will find all your main fuses, your main circuit breaker RCD box, and the main fuse for your batteries, just located just at the side of it there. Above the locker entrance is your Aldi heating vent. Please make sure that you're not leaving the door open too long when that vent's running, because it does get hot. And forward of that we have got the diesel point. Just lift up the flap and use the key again to open the access point to allow you to fill up with diesel. Now in the passenger side, just behind the door here, you'll see this little valve. This is for emptying your wastewater. So your grey wastewater simply empties by putting the switch either in the up or down position. It is a 3-position switch. The middle position is off. Up empties it quickly, down empties it slowly, and the middle position is off. Your section here, so where my hand is located, just in there, is where you release the bonnet, just like that. And the seats will adjust using these two bars here, and will lock in place, both rear facing and forward facing. To release it, you press that, little handle and spin the seats around. The bonnet release, literally the whole of the front just lifts up and just latches into the bracket just there to allow you to gain access. Main things really are your screen wash just there, battery terminals here, but your battery is located underneath the cab floor. Moving into the vehicle, we've got a bin, a locking point for closing the door where you press in, blind and fly screen just located just there. Underneath the floor area here we have located your fresh and your wastewater tank. So to drain the fresh water tank you need to turn this wheel anti-clockwise. That will allow your tank to drain. To fill it back up, turn it clockwise and just do it till it's finger tight. Yep, so freshwater drain, freshwater tank access, wastewater access, and your drain for the wastewater is just behind the passenger seat. Moving into the vehicle with a step switch, just located down here, and welcome light switches. Your main control panel is located just above the door, and to turn the power on to the vehicle, you simply press the button on and press the button off. You will also see there's an indicator to tell you that we are plugged into mains. The other options on this control panel will tell you the temperature inside the vehicle, the temperature outside the vehicle, the voltage in both in the leisure battery and the draw, the voltage in the engine battery and any draw. Tank levels are just located on that side. Your switch for the water pump is just located there. And then the settings on the top side will work the varying lights in the area that you want it to do. There is a quick button here to turn off the lights and some memory settings if you want to set the lights to a desired brightness just there. So that's your main control panel. Main thing really, remembering to turn it on and off, and you put water pump on. Once you've filled up with water and you've closed the valves that I've shown you there, then you will need to prime the system through the boiler. Once you've done that, then you can go to your Alder heating control and work the heating and the hot water. That is located in the cupboard next to the door also, and you turn it on by pressing the button. So you can see we've got an indicator to tell us that we're actually hooked up to mains. And then your option choices are changed basically by touching the button, and that will go up or down on the temperature. Will then give you water choices to heat the hot water. Bottom one will give you power source, so 1, 2 and 3 kilowatt electric. And again, green's telling you that you're operational, blue is telling you on the bottom ones that it's turned off, or you've got a gas option. So you can use it as a mixture, either gas or electric, or one or the other. The button at the side is a preheat option, so you can preheat the option, the Alder heating system, so it's warming up whilst you're driving, and this is the preheat option. Just turn it on and that will preheat while you're driving to get you up to temperature a bit quicker in the winter months. Just turn the unit off, just press and hold it, and that will turn the unit off. So that's your heated and hot water. Pretty simple, quite easy to navigate. TV bracket that was standard is just located there. Above we have the oven option, just located there with the relevant dial at the side of it. Your fridge option is just located by pressing the button, and again the Dometic one utilises a bright light control panel. You can either manually select electric, gas or engine when the vehicle's running, or you can automatically select it as it's done there, and it will search the strongest source. Always electric first, then gas or the engine when it's running. Temperature dial is changed by pressing this button here to the coldest temperature and the warmest, and then you have a reset button, which there is a sticker on the unit telling you when that will need you resetting, and that's for a gas fault. It does light up, it is bright. You have a freezer compartment and a fridge compartment, plenty of storage in there. Behind that we have your sink with your mixer tap and your 3-burner hob with an igniter. Above that we have a extractor fan and a light switch for the kitchen area, 2 light switches. The switch for the fan is just located there, and the mains plug socket just located above there. Now the windows in most of the vehicle are all the same, so they have a fly screen and a blind unit. This is the Remus type, and the opening points just simply lift up and then gently up to hold in place, all the way open to close and then lock in place. That is the same on the window in the lounge, kitchen and both bedroom window areas. The Hecky in the middle is operated by pulling the handle towards you, pressing the button in and then closing it just by pressing it up. You have your fly screen and your blind that is integrated into there. We have got some light switches underneath here, power socket and another mode setting for the different lights in the vehicle. Head restraints or headrests just pop up and then manual. And again, we have pre-built in some mains 12-volt sockets. The 12-volt sockets, you will need the Adaptive 5 units to convert the smaller European into our UK. In the cupboard at the back, we've got storage. And just make sure before you are driving off that you just press the buttons in. The cupboards are a press to open and then up, and then a press to close just when you're closing the units. Lower down we have some storage just in front of the bed, the PIR for the alarm system, the gas protection valve, so you must switch that on to get gas into the vehicle. Yeah, if it doesn't light up green as it is now, it's telling you that there is no gas in the system. Once it lights green, it's saying there is some gas left in the system, but just make sure. That's that switch there. That switch is for the underfloor heating option, and then we have the varying light options just by turning the buttons, and that will work in the middle area and the front area. So there's multiple switches for the bedroom and the lights and the living area. Shower area, mixer tap just there. You've got a hanging rail and you've got a ventilator vent to open up the vents just there. We do advise you to close these when travelling, and they just come together. The sliding door between the 2 compartments, we have a little strap here that does need securing when you're travelling, and then just closes in an evening once you've got yourself straight. So it's quite imperative that you get yourself straight for these sliding doors. Get a set of leveling chocks. This one on this side works in a similar sort of way. There's a release pin at the top here, and the 2 doors pull apart here. The toilet area is a solid door, so that closes all the way around there. And then for the toilet area, we have a tambour door that just magnetises on there and gives you privacy whilst you're using the toilet. Onto the toilet, we have the blade valve there, which you must make sure is closed when you're trying to operate the toilet. And behind there, we have the flush and the indicator to tell you that the toilet area is getting full. Light switches and a plug socket are just located just underneath there for the toilet area. And again, we have a vent above to let out the air and let air in. In this cupboard here, this is your Aldi heater control. So you've always got to run the system up to pressure and allow that to settle before worrying whether it should sit in between the maximum and minimum as it is here. So at least 40 minutes to an hour, allow it to run, and that will tell you whether you are running the system low or whether it is right. Underfloor storage just in here. Storage for your utensils, and again I'll show you in a minute the air conditioning unit. They are soft close, so let them close gently. And you've got your grill pan, your oven pan just there. The big one lifts up with the handle, pulls towards you, and again does have additional storage units just in there. Moving forward to the lounge area, the table will slide left and right, forward and backwards, and it will then lock in place using the little handle just there and release by pulling it down. Now there is seat belts behind the cushions here, yeah, and for your travelling passengers you will need to remove this cushion and this cushion and the wooden panel underneath for your travelling passengers. The table will also slide as well, so it will turn 360 degrees as well to open up that space. And the seats, to simply put the seats down to operate the bed, you will quick release and you'll see it will go down, and again quick release, and both seats are down. To operate the bed at the front, it is electric, so we press the down button on the control panel, just like that. We'll then bring the bed down. It is crucial that you do fold the seats down when you're doing it, and again once you put the blinds down at the front, that will screen off the area there. There is a wooden section to put at the front here if you feel like you're going to fall out, and there are ladders that you can utilise to get in there, or you can hop in from the bed. Above it we've got another hecky and a larger hecky in the kitchen area. The lights above here just press on, so press in the middle to turn them on, press in the middle again to turn it off, and you have a USB charging point just at the front, just there. Moving forward into the cab area, we've got the automatic climate control, passenger airbag. Inside here is where the sat-nav unit is located and the SIM card or SD card for updating it. Glove box lower down, and below in the floor is where the battery is located for the engine. You have got your drinks holders, your automatic gearbox. To the side of that you've got your cruise control, indicators above, and your windscreen wipers just on that side. On the cab side of it you have a button above here, and this is the ratio changer, so it changes the gear ratio down to stop you wheel spinning as much on a wet slippery slope. It will only work at low speed, so turn it off once you're moving, because it doesn't work once you are actually moving. Below here we've got a traction plus button, so again give you more traction on a slippy, wet, muddy surface, and hill descent, which helps you control your speed going down a steep hill. Hazard lights and a lock button are just here, and then we've got USB charging points and a normal jack charging point just at the side of it. Underneath here you have got, to the right of the driver's area, you've got your wing mirror controllers, light switch, and a blower, additional blower for the front window to demist it quicker. You've also got light switches just on that side, and this is where your electric blind option is. So once you press that button down, the shutter will go up and down. You can lock it in place to stop it from moving using those little twist bars so that it doesn't drop at all, but you operate it with that switch up and down for easy use in an evening. The side ones have the Remis blinds on both sides, but the electric option was quite a good option. To lock it in place, you would get it past the point, and then you would simply twist them, and it locks the pins in place to stop it from moving down when you're driving. Pull it out and lock it back up, just like that, when you want to operate it. It has got the phone or tablet holder just located there, and as an option on the 2016 model you have got heated front seats. Just twist the dial, that operates that. That concludes the handover instructional video for the Elegance. I'll just quickly run through the air conditioning. This is not standard, but basically you press the unit on and then press the standby button. That will kick your air conditioning unit in. You can change the location with the diffusers, which are located around, but just remember that you've got enough power on the site to operate this. It is only mains operated. To turn it off, just press the button again, that'll turn it off, or you can hit the standby button on the control panel. I think you'll probably all agree it's a lovely looking motorhome. We hope you have loads of fun. We look forward to hearing your feedback on the video and look forward to seeing pictures in the future. Thank you.